Two teams of Talladega Lady Tornadoes are on their way back to Alabama tonight after accomplishing a first for their school, competing in a national championship.
WVTM 13's Bryce Oslin spoke with members of the soccer team and cross-country teams on their journeys home.
Soccer captain Reba Stott is one of the many women dominating in sports at Talladega College.
I live by the scripture, Philippians 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That has pushed me through every game, through every training session.
Both the women's soccer team and cross-country teams were crowned the champions of their conferences. Stott says it wasn't easy.
We had a couple of injuries this season. However, we were able to push through that.
Nobody has ever heard about Talladega on the big stage.
Cross-country athlete Lamoy Duffus says the victories are no small feat.
We have made ourselves proud, made history to school, and made our opponents proud.
Talladega College has had to cut some women's sports programs like gymnastics because it doesn't have enough money to sustain them. That's why these wins for the women are so valuable.
We want this to be a trending effect for the whole athletic department. We want winners. I mean, no one wants to finish second.
Both teams just competed at the national level. While neither brought home the title, all were happy to make it that far. And they know it's just the beginning for the Talladega Lady Tornadoes.
Once you believe in that, or once you believe in yourself and you believe in your teammates, your coaching staff, that you can make it anywhere in life.
In Talladega, Bryce Oslin, WVTM 13.
And the soccer team lost to Mid-American Christian University yesterday in the final round. The cross-country team competed this morning and came in 35th. We want to take a minute to let you know about a programming note for this weekend. Due to college football on our channel tomorrow, our 5 and 10 p.m. newscasts will be streaming only, so you'll still be able to get the latest headlines and your first warning forecast in several ways, so stay prepared. Those include our website, free WVTM 13 app, and by scanning this QR code to download the Very Local app on any smart device. Well, President Donald Trump is hosting New York City mayor-elect in the Oval Office this afternoon.
Yeah, it's the first face-to-face meeting between the two after a tense campaign season and sharp disagreements over policy and federal funding. Our
White House correspondent Christopher Salas is live for us at the White House this evening. Christopher, this meeting is drawing a lot of attention here.
Guy, Brittany, that's exactly right, and it's because of that tense campaign rhetoric that you talked about. On the campaign trail, President Trump threatened to withhold federal funding from New York if they elected Mamdani, which they did. He was here at the Oval Office as mayor-elect. He even called him a 100% communist lunatic. Mamdani, for his part, he called President Trump a despot, and he said that the administration is authoritarian. But today, it was a very different tone. Both men, they were giving each other praise at certain points, even saying they look forward to working together. Take a listen.
I feel very confident that he can do a very good job. I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually.
The meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers.
The mayor-elect says he asked for today's meeting to make his case directly to the president, saying voters chose both men for similar reasons, affordability and the cost of living. The White House says they're willing to work with anyone to help Americans, and they've been touting their own ideas for affordability, like tariff dividend payments, portable mortgages, and recent cuts to tariffs on coffee, beef, and fruit, among other products. This comes as Americans say they're still feeling the pinch from rent and food prices to the cost of getting to work. Yeah, so the question now becomes, will these two men continue with the cooperative spirit now that the meeting is over? Of course, they are very different ideologically. Mamdani, a self-described democratic socialist, and of course, President Trump is a Republican. But what they do share is the pressure from voters when it comes to that key issue of cost of living. Guy, Brittany?
Christopher, what were some of the other highlights in this Oval Office meeting?
Yeah, so the two really looked past each other's political party. So the president said, the better he does, the happier I am. I will say there's no difference in party. I met with a man who is a very rational person. I met with a man who wants to see New York be great again. He said he's going to be rooting for him, and in fact, at one point even said that he does believe that he could be a great mayor. Meanwhile, Mamdani says, I can tell you, I am someone who is a democratic socialist. I've been very open about that, and he said that he knows there might be some difference in ideology between him and President Trump, but that work needs to be done to make New York City affordable, and he looks forward to doing that work. Back to you.
All right, Christopher, thank you so much. Coming up after the break, a Florida community gathering to honor an 18-year-old found dead on a cruise ship. How loved ones and friends are celebrating her life.
Black Friday almost here, but a new report shows many deals are not really deals. What to watch for before you shop.
And here's what's coming up next on WVTM 13 News at 5. The importance of band scholarships, how the fine arts is helping some students not only gain national recognition, but also a college degree. Plus, we'll hear from an athlete looking to join Team USA on his journey to a 4th Olympic medal. All that and more is coming up at the top of the hour.